Hi, what's up, everybody? We're here with Fernie Flores today.
Twist this.
She's here warming up, getting it in. This awesome gym, Dynamics Fitness. We're just gonna be asking him a few questions while he's warming up, and then get a few clips of his workout. I know the drill. It's the third episode, third guest. So, Fernie, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. Doing good, feeling great. It's a good day to be alive. Set a PR this morning, so strength is trending in the right direction. So we're good. We're doing good.
Yeah. So, what type of training do you do as far as working out?
So I am a competitive CrossFit athlete. So I kind of do everything. For those of you that don't know, CrossFit is the sport of fitness. So anything that pertains to fitness is fair game in CrossFit. So we got weightlifting, we got body weight movements, or calisthenics or gymnastics, whatever you want to call it. And then you have cardio. And then cardio is, running, skiing, biking, swimming, jump rope, all that stuff. And then there's the mix of all three. So then sometimes you do all three of them together. Basically just becoming the best possible athlete that you can be. So that's why it's hard to say like what I do, because my typical day consists of everything. And if you want to be really good in the sport of CrossFit, you got to be really good at the stuff that you don't like to do, which is the hardest part.
Interesting.
So right now, I started using these Indian clubs about a month ago. These are only 1 pound, but because it's a lever, all the weight is up here at the top. And it does a really good number on your shoulders, your wrists, your elbows. So we've been using it almost every day, if not 3 to 4 times a week as our warm-up. So right now we have a lot of shoulders and a lot of upper back stuff. So this is how I kind of warm up for that. So if you've never tried it, I would recommend getting Indian clubs. Start with 1 pound, and you can just go through all these exercises that I'm going through. And I'm just doing it for 30 seconds each, literally just trying to get the blood flowing. So if you could tell, like, it requires a lot of rotation in the elbows, the shoulder blades, all that stuff. Nice. So this morning I lifted weight. I lifted pretty heavy. I deadlifted, did cleans. So a combination of both like powerlifting and Olympic lifting. And then right now I'm gonna do all body weight stuff. Body weight with some cardio mixed in. And that's a typical day for me, just mixing it all together.
Nice. And would you say this type of training is good for beginners, or can beginners, do it?
100%.
Somebody that's never been in the gym?
100%. A lot of people think that, like it's intimidating. And I could see that. I could see why you would think it's intimidating. But we all started somewhere. And when I started, I was just fresh out of football. I didn't have any mobility. Like getting my shoulders back here was probably not even possible, because football is very bench press and like we don't really put your arms overhead. But just day after day you start, and if you come to Dynamics, just gonna plug my gym in there. I take anybody. I have members that are 60 years old. I have members that are 8 years old. So we literally have both ends of the spectrum. Regardless of where you are in your fitness journey, my job is to help you become the best version of yourself. So I train a lot of movements and not muscles. So that's why I tell people, like, every human should be able to do CrossFit, because if you can squat, boom, you can do CrossFit. And then from there, we just take it up or down based on your current ability level, and the goal is just always to get better.
Nice. And so you're a personal trainer?
I am.
Is there anything outside of that you do?
Well, so I started as a personal trainer, and then now I'm a full-time CrossFit coach. So I'm the head coach and manager here at Dynamics. So now I don't really do that many one-on-ones. I coach group classes, and that's kind of what CrossFit is about. We're just developing a community here. And that's the goal, is just to have a community of like-minded people that like to work out, and I just try and help them in any way that I can. But I do like strength and conditioning. So I'm actually working with a pro boxer right now, since we have boxers here at Dynamics. Like, as you can see, the boxing ring behind me. So I'm doing a couple.
Oh, right behind you, sorry.
It's all good. I'm doing strength and conditioning for a pro boxer right now. His fight is coming up in a month, June 28th.
Nice.
It'll be at Southwest University Park. So it's his first time ever working with a true strength and conditioning coach. So I feel a little bit of pressure with that, but I'm also very confident that, I have the knowledge from years of doing strength and conditioning type stuff that I'll lead him to the right path. So that's the goal, for him to get a good win, show up at weight, show up strong, all that good stuff.
Nice. So I know you just went over the qualities of being a good, personal trainer or athlete and coach and things of that nature. So out of those qualities, which one do you say is the most important?
The most important one is probably patience, because everybody has a different brain and everybody has a different body. And sometimes I might tell you something that makes perfect sense to me, like, hey, pick your hips up. And to me, in my brain, that makes perfect sense, pick your hips up. But to somebody else, I might need to say, hey, get your butt down and pick your chest up, and then they're gonna get the same response as picking their hips up in my brain. So you need to be very patient and understand that everybody learns differently, and you need to be able to meet them where they're at and not get frustrated if the cue that you give doesn't work right away. Sometimes they just need a different set of words. Sometimes they don't need words at all. They need you to actually show them over and over and over. So that's the hard part, is knowing who's in front of you and knowing their learning style, and knowing whether you should talk more or you should move more. Sometimes it's a combination of both. So sometimes people want to hear it, and then sometimes people want to see it. So I got to remember that when I'm coaching, okay, I said what we're going to do. Now let me make sure I demonstrate it a good 3-4 times, and then you got to ask, is there any questions? So it's just a lot of patience. Really, really got to be patient.
That's actually a great
so that
answer.
you don't come off as getting frustrated. Because if you get frustrated, then it's going to be a long session with your client, and they're not going to enjoy it as much either. So yeah, you got to be very, very patient. That's my thing.
Awesome. So getting to know you personally, I know you said that you're a man of faith. So how important would you say faith has been in your personal journey, in general?
Faith is actually really, really important to me. But because of the society that we live in, you never really know people's beliefs and stuff. But what I try and do is I just try and live my life as close to Christ as I can, and hopefully that through interactions people have with me, they can get a little bit of that love and that compassion, and they can just walk away and say, hey, you know what, there's something different about him. And then later when they find out about my faith, they can be like, hey, you know what, I met this guy Fernie, and he's actually a believer, and he was really different. He treated me different, he talked to me different, he acted different. So I just try and walk the walk, and not really talk the talk. Unless people want to come and talk to me about that, then I'll do that. But I just try and, be a light in everybody's life, because nobody knows, you don't know what somebody's going through when they walk through the doors. So taking the time out of your day to say hi, taking the time out of your day to, greet somebody or give them a compliment or something, you don't know what that's going to do for that person, and you also don't know what your detrimental comment is going to do for that person either. So I just try and think of things like, how would Jesus act in this situation? And I try my best to do it accordingly. And obviously to do that, I need to read the Bible, I need to grow closer, I need to pray whenever I don't understand things, whenever I'm not having patience with clients, so that hopefully people can see oh, you know what, this guy's different. And then they do a little bit more research, oh, he's a believer, that's why he's different. And that way they understand that that's all it's about, right? Just spreading light in this world that can get very, very dark at times.
Awesome. And then last question before I let you get into it, how can they reach you or find you if they want to contact you for training or any help? Or any
so my Instagram, it's The Flores Lifestyle. I started that page 4 years ago just to document my journey. And it's pretty cool to go back and see where I started to where I'm at now. It's really a blessing, and I've gone through a lot of stuff. So The Flores Lifestyle on Instagram is my page. Or you can just come out to Dynamis Fitness. We also have an Instagram, dynamisfitness.ep. And you can just message me, come on by, check it out, see what it's about, and I'd be more than happy to help anybody wherever they're at. Like I said, if you feel like you don't know where to start, come start here, and it's the best place because I'll teach you the fundamentals. And if you've been working out for 4 years, come over here because you're going to get pushed to a whole nother level if you already like working out. So wherever you're at on your journey, come by to Dynamis or message me and we can get to work.
Awesome. Appreciate it, brother.
Thank you.
Let's get this workout in.
Let's do it. Psych! That's the wrong number. I'm excited. Okay. I don't know what this is, but we're gonna ride with it.
Yeah.
First workout I'm gonna do is to work on some handstand push-ups. In the sport of CrossFit, we do push-ups on our head. Me having long arms and weighing 230 pounds is not ideal. So that's one of my weaknesses compared to the field that I compete against. So I need to be able to keep up with the little guys.
So I put in a lot of work at handstand push-ups. So right now I'm gonna do 8 strict handstand push-ups, 24 calorie row, and then 16 kipping handstand push-ups. I'll rest 3 minutes, easy bike in between sets. I'm gonna do 4 sets of that. So by the end, let's see, 16 plus 8 is 24 times 4. I'm about to do like 100 handstand push-ups. So it's gonna get spicy on the shoulders real quick. Woo.
How's the workout?
Spicy. Very spicy. Cramping a little bit, but that's my fault. Didn't drink any electrolytes after the first session, so got the emergency electrolytes in here. Rest like 5 minutes and then do the second part. So that's just another day. We just keep grinding. As long as there's breath in that body, no reason not to get after what you love, right?
Right.
Salt. You gotta drink salt.
Thank you.
Because when you lose sweat, have you ever tasted your sweat? It's salty.
Yes.
So you're losing sodium. So even though I drank water, I didn't put electrolytes in my water, so I didn't put sodium and potassium, and that's why I'm cramping a little bit. So then I have a scoop of electrolytes that I put in here, mix it up, drink some salt, and that should take care of my problem. So it's not just like, oh, I'm dehydrated, let me drink more water. It's, I'm dehydrated, let me get some more sodium and potassium into my body as quick as I can. That's why pickle juice works, mustard works, these very salty things, because at the end of the day, you just need more sodium in your body. Pro tip.
Thank you for sharing that. Is that it for today?
No. Rest in like 5 minutes, let myself recover a little bit, and then I'm gonna do some bar muscle ups and some jump rope skills. That's gonna be hot sauce. That was the warm up.
Oh, you did say that.
That's
Yeah.
the warm up. That's the warm up workout to the workout. Boom. Electrolytes. You need them. Shoulder pump, CrossFit style. No weights needed. gonna walk on our hands, like if our shoulders aren't fatigued enough. Get a little bit of extra spice in there. Pica pica. You ever done double unders?
Not in years.
You should try them.
Well,
Cardio.
I'll say this: with that type of rope, it's hard for me. Like I don't know how to use that, like the thin rope like that.
Okay, it's
like
faster?
yeah, like I'm like the traditional like jump rope type deal.
Ready, Adam?
So is that all she wrote?
For the fast stuff, yeah. Then I got some accessories. Like this is like the typical gym stuff, like bodybuilding. But for CrossFit, we call it accessories because it just keeps the whole body moving together and it takes care of all those little muscles that not that we neglect, but so like right now when I was doing bar muscle ups and handstand walking, I could feel my triceps like pretty fatigued, especially because I had some push-ups that I did. So now I'll do like dumbbell tricep extensions, or like dumbbell skull crushers basically, with some dips, like static bar dips. So what you guys would typically do on your chest and back day, I do it at the end like as accessories, just to make sure all the muscles and tendons and stuff are firing in sync after doing all that high impact fast stuff. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do some straight arm lat pull downs for my lats, into some dips with a slow tempo, into dumbbell tricep extensions, and I'll do 4 supersets of that. So it'll be straight arm pull down, 8 to 10 reps, rest 30 seconds, 8 to 10 tempo dips, rest 30 seconds, 8 to 10 double dumbbell tricep extensions, rest 90 seconds. I'll go 4 sets of that. Just get a good pump in the upper body, put everything back together, and then call it a day. And then tomorrow's a rest day. Rest, eat, sleep, and then do it again on Friday. But that was really hard, like extremely hard. I knew it was gonna be bad, but I didn't expect it to be that bad. That 1 minute rest is like non-existent. Like it's just enough for you to contemplate your life, and then you gotta go again. A couple of times I was like 3, 2, 1, go. I was like, I don't want to, but I also want to be better, so we just gotta go. Force your body to adapt. I should get some good adaptation after that one though. So next time I gotta do that many muscle ups, I should be a little bit better. I was trying to go unbroken the whole way, but my lats and my grip were on fire. So I broke the last 2 sets. I did the last one 6 and 2, and then the very last one 5 and 3. That was kind of a mental break. Like, started feeling sorry for myself. I was like, oh, my body hurts, I'm cramping. But whatever. The work got done, and I'll learn from that one. Put that one in the mental cookie jar. So next time we get to a hard one, it's like, okay, like if I can make it through this one, I can make it through another hard workout. Like, that's how we do it. Just keep doing hard things and keep getting better.
Yes, sir. All right, so workout's done. How was the workout?
That workout was very spicy. Very, very spicy, but it was good. That means I'll get better from it.
Go. And then we appreciate all the knowledge, but there's one last thing that you could tell everybody watching this. What would it be? It could be anything.
Get out of your comfort zone. So that one took me out of my comfort zone, and honestly, it sucks every time. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, it gets easier. It never gets easier. So even though you might see me walking on my hands and, you know, it's like, oh, like that looks easy. I promise you that was not easy at all. It never gets easier. You just get better and you get faster. So always chase that. Get out of your comfort zone. Embrace the discomfort, because that's where you're gonna grow from. And that's something that I try and tell myself every time. Like, once it starts hurting, like, this is where you're getting better. This is why you started it. Because if you could get better from the comfort of your couch or from sitting at home, everybody in the world would be fit, everybody in the world would be content with their aesthetics. But the fact of the matter is, it's called working out because it's work and it takes discomfort. So embrace that discomfort.
Dope, man. And again, where can they follow you or reach you at if they want to reach out for your services?
Right here, Dynamis Fitness. You see it behind me, Dynamis Fitness. So that's a typical day. I train hard. Now I'm gonna eat. We have smoothies here, so I'm gonna get a smoothie. And then now I'm gonna put on the coach shirt, and then I'm gonna help other people get out of their comfort zone and get a little bit better now that I did it myself. So I don't just walk the walk or talk the talk, I do both. So practice what you preach, be a better person, be a better human, and come see my Dynamis Fitness.
Dope, man. Well, I appreciate your time, man. It's good
Thanks,
to see
bro.
you.
Appreciate you. Anytime,
Awesome.
anytime.